Hello there, Tyrant here, and I just finished watching episode 18 of Black Clover, and so they defeated the Mars, and they get to the treasure room. You know what's funny is the comedic thing that happens in the beginning. They still have fun with fuck, what's the four-eyed guy's name? But no, I love this. I love that interaction between these two. It's just just hilarious, and it's comical to say the least. Um, but yeah, this episode was actually pretty interesting. I was a little disheartened because I felt that they were gonna have a couple more flashbacks. There were flashbacks. It was, and usually it's not too bad, but sometimes they're prolonged too long, and it makes the episode like end, and then you're wondering, no, I want more. Um, but it worked. It worked well because it didn't. It wasn't too long of an episode, but we did get some context, and we kind of already knew some things, but it gave us reasonable context. Uh, of not only Mars's past and how he grew up a little bit, but also Noelle and her cousin. I can't remember her name at the moment. A little bit of that, and how kind of the how nobles kind of treat hard work and all that. We kind of knew that. It's interesting. We also learned how I was wondering this too, is why everyone can only use one kind of type of magic. But they did explain that everyone's has one attribute, or in something along those lines of earth, fire, wind, and water, which is really interesting. But once they get into the treasure, like treasure everywhere, it's ridiculously fun, magical items everywhere, and it's just fun times. And I was wondering what's up with this. Nero kept like poking Asta, and I was like, "Ooh, what is this shield?" Like, huh. Hmm. Because we get that scene, but we also get a scene with and this scroll that gets absorbed into the four-leaf clover book, his grimoire, and I was like, okay. Is that something we're gonna see next episode? Because in this episode, Mars comes back. You know, he breaks free from his thing. We get a closer look at his grimoire, and it's kind of like two grimoires in one, which is really interesting. And wonder what they've been experimenting on. But then we find out that, well, we know what they experimented on. So we saw that Mars has the ability to not only use his Earth magic, but apparently fire magic as well. And that makes sense why he's so really powerful. But seeing this fight between Asta and Mars was like, you technically know who's gonna win. But now that here's the interesting thing, you think Asta will win most of the fights, right? Because he has the ability to null magic in a way. But if he can't null magic fast enough, Asta's gonna lose. So I like how he's not overpowered. He's just well equipped. So when Mars figures out what is needed to beat Asta is, then like, yeah, he has it, and I like that. And then he technically can't beat him, and then he acquires. I thought he was going to acquire the shield, and then he's going to do a sword, so it's going to shield sword combo. That's what I thought was going to happen, but no. I wonder if it is a magical item. I wonder if that's just a transforming weapon, like shield. I don't know. It's weird because he finds another sword, and I was like, huh, okay. I really thought he was gonna do a shield sword combo when I saw that, but when he picked up another sword, I'm like, huh, okay. I honestly just was surprised. I did not. I didn't think that was gonna happen. And then what was cool, and this has to be just the property of this magical item, because I thought, it's because everyone seems to get new spells from their grimoire, to kind of level up, I would say. But Asta has not acquired another power besides his blade. That's kind of his only spell, I would say. So I thought when I gotta rewatch it. I'm gonna rewatch it, but this is just my initial reactions. When the sword activated, and he has like a new range attack. You know, the sword hasn't been imbued. I thought that was coming from his grimoire, but I wonder if it's just the effect of this magical item, because he was able to like do a slashing attack. Apparently, it's water based. Well, you can kind of figure out what everything is, but by color. But yeah, he was using a water based attack, you know, and everyone's kind of wondering if it's being, you know, pulled from Noel and everything, which would be interesting later from concept when he's with people and he's able to use different types of blade attacks. It'll be interesting, you know. Um, but I'm wondering if he's gonna like, if that weapon he acquires is gonna be on him all the time, or is it gonna be sunk into uh to his own sword. I don't know. I'm waiting for that. I'm gonna be waiting for that. But you know, it's time. Asta then kind of gets extremely hurt, like deadly hurt. Yeah, and that kind of leaves out the episode. I'm glad that's how it ends because it's like I feel that that's where it makes me want to watch next week's episode to see what happens. You know, Asta's downed, and yeah. So that's kind of my initial thoughts. I really want to know what new power Yuno got from his little magical item fiasco. But yeah, we'll see that. Well, hopefully we'll see it next episode. If not, we'll probably see it later. But I'm really just wondering what this new sword power is going to be. That's kind of it for my initial thoughts. It's a little rambly, but you know that's kind of how it is when you're just going crazy from the episode. So thanks again for watching. Until next time.